guys are cool, or maybe it's just drifting is cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It was always like drifting is kind of just like the joke of motorsports. That's what I remember it. Yeah. And to be honest, it kind of is. I don't know.
No, I mean, the amount
when
of
you
money
drift,
we
it's
spend
like it's so easy. I feel like you're just
having
around.
the most fun out of it anymore.
But
having
the most fun.
And you look the coolest out of
100%.
everyone.
Yeah, depending on what your car looks like.
Right. Well, shout out to
that's
the
true.
media guys, and definitely how your car looks.
But from a fun, cool aspect, there's to me, if you're coming into a corner and you aggressively initiate into a corner, you're like, oh my god, I'm drifting, like, and then. Even in the car, outside the car,
to me, it's
visually,
all about how the car looks.
Visually, like
I'm in that
all
same
of it,
camp.
just like
I feel like it
so
could look
cool.
real dumb if it's,
Not everybody is of that opinion, and I.
Really, you think it looks bad sometimes?
No.
I think it
of
can.
how your car looks.
Oh,
you know what I mean? There's
Bring
some
back style
people
into
that
drifting.
like let's say it's a Fox body Mustang with no bumpers on it, lifted
no,
to the
thank you.
moon.
Cancel,
You know,
delete.
and it's got like
Unsubscribe.
Let's
Shitty
say it's
unfollow.
a straight pipe.
and then you,
350Z.
like
Unfollow, unsubscribe.
I feel like the
thank
group
you.
drivers are not going to be like, yeah, that's cool. But if they see like a really nice Japanese style looking car come in with vinyl on it, and they're gonna be like, whoa, what is that? That looks interesting.
And I think it's something that looks cool, like universally. It's one of the things that I experienced after, shout out to my boy Obi for, helping me style my car and, getting everything together. But,
that was it's fantastic.
But having like a well-styled car or a good-looking car, you get people in the gas station. You get people like you're towing it. You got people like pacing you on the highway looking at your car. So like, please.
And they're just interested. It's not even doing anything yet.
Bring back styling and drifting. It's why we all got here.
Here's a way that I've been trying to think of differently. Somebody within the past couple of months was like, yo, why do you think so like crab mentality? Like if I can't have it, you can't have it type of deal. That's a shitty way to think.
It is, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's how a lot of people think.
But what does that mean though in this aspect?
In the style aspect, watch this. Hold on. It's like if what I'm looking for now is, or not what I'm looking for, but what I try to notice now is if somebody tried. If you put some sort of effort in, if you tried your best, this is your iteration of what you're trying to do, and
absolutely,
and this is what it is. Then I gotta have some sort of different respect. I'm trying to be a little quicker to not brush shit off to the wayside.
Right.
Because like I got tons of friends where I might not like their car necessarily, but there seems to be a purpose behind it, and if they believe in it, then I'll believe in it too.
The effort shows though.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of if you put yourself into what it is you're doing, this applies to anything. This applies if you're a rapper, if you're a singer, if you're an artist, if you're a drifter. If you put yourself into what it is that you're doing, it always comes through.
Totally.
Yeah. When I styled my car, I was off the internet for like a year.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to post. I didn't post it. I didn't ask anybody's opinion. I didn't want to know what anybody thought. The only time that anybody saw it is when it was done.
Yeah.
And it's
so
because
doing a lot of those, I start to hate my customers because they'll be like, make my car look like 326 Power. What's his name?
Yamaguchi.
No,
that's Haraguchi.
Haraguchi.
Anything with art.
Right. They're like
that.
just copy this. And I actually have in my contract that they signed, like, I'm not copying anything. So when I did his, it was refreshing because, like, he was really hot on Black Panther back then. So he was like...
Still am.
I want to do this. It was refreshing. But what I was saying is, like, the effort shows. And copying stuff is like a shortcut. So someone may have like a technically good looking car, but it may be missing the soul. They didn't actually put their own personality, their own flair or effort into it. And sometimes there's like, we were talking about like beat up drift cars that started off looking good.
They still look
that's
good.
the best.
You can tell that car.
That's why Carl's car still looks okay right now.
Right.
He didn't say good. He said okay.
Nah, because what's funny is when I was coming home from work, they literally just got out of their car.
Yeah.
Like I was pulling up and I seen a white
we heard you
SUV. Yeah.
I was like,
Carl's car looks like a properly drifted car.
Dude, the
100%.
side skirt in the back just be getting flatter and flatter,
Okay,
bro.
your arrow needs to be replaced eventually, but for right now, it's fine.
That's what the fucking IS be doing.
One of my favorites is like Simba. You know, I think he does a refresh like every 3 years or something like that. So it'd be thrashed by like the second year, but you could still tell. Yeah, you could still tell. Like
style always comes through, and I think that's the advice that I can give to anybody like trying to style a car. Is stop asking your boys like what you should do. Stop asking your boys should I do this or should I do this? Nah, do what it is that you like, what it is you think. If you like a wheel, who cares that nobody else likes it?
And if you don't know what you like, do some research.
Yeah. Like I literally have Westcrans Vishnus on my drift car. Nobody does that. Like, but it was just because that's what I wanted to do.
It used to be forums, but now I think it's Instagram.
Yeah,
it is.
no, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, and
that's
the
what you
attention
find.
span.
Well, the way that I remember earlier in my driveway, when I met Ryan and Obi in my driveway earlier, they pointed out the wing.
To his house.
They dude. I mean, I'm not gonna say how you could have got in, but like I thought Daryl just told you guys that. Like I thought you guys would have been inside, like already, like just hanging out.
Bro.
But anyway, when they pulled up, they were like, "Oh, I like the wing."
Yeah.
And
right.
This is what I said.
Threw me back
this
to,
is
like,
what I
older
said.
days.
I was like, man, this is. Thank you. Like this is just really what I wanted as a kid.
Okay,
this
but
is
the
what I
wing-
pictured the drift
wing
car to
is
have.
the part that some people will see it and go,
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I
Or
know.
some people will
Right.
see it and they'll go, I like that.
Yeah.
But who
It's
cares?
probably-
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I don't really care.
Like
But it's funny though, because that one item is one that will separate people who like that old style.
100%.
But then I take
That's
it
what I
off.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
People that are students of that old style. Like when I saw it, I remember I was telling you like this was the first mod that I ordered for like, my first car.
Yeah.
It was completely stock, and I ordered that wing because
really?
like, I always wanted that wing.
Yeah.
But there is a fine line to walk between not caring because sometimes you need to listen.
some people don't have
That's
style.
what I mean. That's why when he's saying all this like good-hearted stuff,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but there's still people out there that we're not going to see eye to eye with.
Right.
Totally.
And
that's
that's
fine.
And they should be able to do their own thing.
No, yeah.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
But I'm not going to say
bullying
your car
is
looks
okay
good.
too. Like,
No, yeah, your shit looks ugly.
Yeah.
Like Club Lou saying, "Don't come to the track with black wheels." That's
I came to the track with black wheels, like
I
literally.
took that,
Yeah.
I took
all the
that
time.
shit to heart. What are you
I got
talking
a
about?
pair.
rears.
I got a
I've
pair
never-
of the track for the rears.
Yeah.
Right now.
I've never been to Club Loose on black wheels. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
I
here's
will
the
get a
thing.
can
Here's
of
the thing.
spray paint.
Here's the thing.
Spray painted silver before I.
First of all,
Show
that
about
shit
black
was
wheels.
funny as hell in the rule book.
It was hilarious.
No
It's
matter
still
what.
there. It's
Yeah,
still there,
that's
yeah.
really funny. So that doesn't like I love that.
Doesn't change.
But my spares were 5 Ziggins that were black.
FN.
Yeah.
Oh, one
Yeah.
C.
FN
I love those.
And I'm like, I'm not
that's a
painting
classic
them.
wheel.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna run them.
I sprayed
But that's
them.
how I am though. I don't give a fuck what anyone says
Right.
anyway. So,
Right.
but and then I remember Josh from Front Street. One iteration of his car was all black.
With black wheels.
Model 5 black, tints black, everything's black, and I'm like, damn, this thing's crazy looking.
That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, he came to
That,
He probably
I
had
mean,
a
there's something
system
about
in the
that
back.
tone on tone look. Like that tone on
Yeah.
tone. Like I had a white on white Lexus
on white
IS
is
250.
Yeah.
Like white on white
Cocaine.
goes, black on black goes. There's something.
Yellow on yellow.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing is,
that can also go.
whoa.
well,
This
the
is
thing
not
is,
this is
it's
not a
all about
Duro music video. What?
it's all about the execution at the end
For
of the day.
sure.
It is.
For
yeah.
sure.
And Josh from Front Street obviously knows what he's doing. So the car
sure.
looked good.
Yeah.
sure.
But normally you would think black on black everything.
We haven't had Josh on here in a minute. Can't you? I
Yeah,
miss
he can
Josh.
come back.
I
Yeah.
miss Josh.
He's just going to make fun of me.
1000%.
French Street and Faction, y'all two, man. Y'all were really owning stuff for a while. And
Did that one?
made us proud, man. Like, you know, it was kind of like rooting for the Eagles. Seeing you guys go to
Thanks,
though.
man. I appreciate that.
For
I
real.
remember doing that and
Yeah.
everyone saying stuff back home when we were there and it felt good.
And it's funny because I remember the first final bout, there's a lot of criticism for the driving.
Yeah.
They were saying the
Yeah.
driving wasn't up to par. And then it jumped for the second
Yeah.
one. And it's seeing y'all like just run that wall,
On
bro.
doors.
And that's
On
a hard
doors.
turn.
It's-
That is,
yeah, it's
it's
not a good
harder
turn.
than people realize.